You see, I told myself I was gonna slow down on drinking. I told myself this, you know, like a liar. That's when this movie, Creature Cabin, shows up on my Amazon feed. And I know, it's time for a drink, baby. You know the rum's good when you have to chase it with Red Bull. But anyway, this looks like another one of those cult classic films, looks like a little film project. And man, if I don't fucking love me one of those. We're just gonna jump right into the movie because nobody fucking cares what this movie's about. This is probably the most hilarious title credit scene that I have ever fucking seen in my life. That is the most generic knife unsheathing noise I could ever hear in my life. Look guys, I can do it too. I gotta give it to this lass. She has some wrestling moves. This is the most adorable practical effect demon horse that I've actually ever seen in my life. Holy fuck, is that meat cannon? Maybe? Okay, what is the actual qualifications to get on Amazon Movies? Like, I actually do feel like all you have to do is just make a film project, ask Amazon if you can put it on Amazon, and it's on Amazon. So we focus on our main lead. I'm gonna be real with you. I've had a couple drinks before this, and now I'm drinking rum, chased with Red Bull. We're not making the best choices in our life right now. But I'm not gonna remember any of these characters' names, so don't expect me to. We focus on what I think is her sister's bouncing titties for I actually timed it. 2 minutes. We get an entire 10-minute montage scene where they get drunk at home, but really, that's just me after I get off a day's work. Every day. These people are just in the woods, even though this lady just appears to be in a wheelchair. I don't really know why she's hunting in the woods, but she gets eaten by the swamp, apparently. I also do believe that all of these characters are British. Yeah, hi. Editor's note here. They're actually Australian, so, sorry about that, Brits. But half of them are pretending like they have some sort of southern accent. Maybe it's the other way around, but I don't know. They don't even really sound British, I'll be honest. If everybody's British, anybody's Southern, please tell me. It just really sounds like British people pretending to be Southern. That's just my opinion as a humble American. When I got into this movie, I actually thought this would be a real quick thing to just kind of have on in the background while I play video games. But no, I actually really had to pay attention to this movie because believe it or not, it is insane. We get this Uber dash cam where it kind of just looks like he's about to commit some sort of atrocity, if you know what I mean. And he just runs somebody over and leaves, so that's cool, I guess. Maybe this is actually America. After this woman gets run over, the old practical effect demon horse that we saw previously, yeah, she possesses her. Now, instead of, looking like they're possessed, they have this weird makeup effect on, and it kind of just looks like they're on heroin. Maybe we are in England. Our main characters, they hitchhike with our heroin addicts, and they get to the cabin in the woods. I'll be real, I don't really know if this is supposed to be a Cabin in the Woods remake, or some kind of Evil Dead remake, or some kind of thing in between. I'm kind of just gonna go with Evil Dead. The sister's boyfriend or husband or something is obsessed with a $17 IKEA rug, so much so that he demands to have sex on it. We now get the scene where the entity is kind of like possessing the household. They kind of release these, what I'm assuming to be possessed bugs throughout the entire house. And the girl who's having sex with the guy on the rug just, like, dies, and, he doesn't really react at all. That's alarming. Half of the shots in this movie, I'll be honest, kind of look like they're being shot from the bushes, like they're some kind of stalker. It's not well done stalker footage. It's kind of just like, I'm making a film with my iPhone 4 in the bushes stalker. You don't want one of those stalkers. So our main girl loses consciousness. I think she gets bonked on the head or something. I don't really remember how it happens. I'm now convinced that this movie, more than anything, is just a plug for their band they probably have IRL. Because we get a 5-minute music video montage in which I really couldn't watch the whole thing because it was kind of just a 90s music video. Felt like I was watching Skater Boy on repeat. She wakes up upside down and, like, miraculously frees herself with a crossbow. Does anyone here know how to shoot a crossbow? Because I sure fucking don't, so I'm not assuming this random British woman does, but we'll go with it. After she escapes, because everybody in her friend group is now possessed, you must be thinking, wow, that's a great ending to this movie. Very Evil Dead-like, you know, last man standing. Except there's still 45 minutes in the fucking movie. So we're gonna finish this fever dream speedrun style, baby! That hit me good. I wouldn't have expected that. Lord. So she has a bunch of hallucinogenic dreams. And then remember that wheelchair girl from earlier? Of course you don't. Nobody fucking does. But she comes back. I feel really bad, even though I know the actor isn't actually in a wheelchair. But, like, just imagine, like, being in a wheelchair and, like, wheeling around a fucking forest. Like, what happens if you get a twig in your wheel, man? You're fucked. What in Christ on a fucking raft is that thing? The scene from this looks like an Android camera shot it from like 2007. They argue for about 2 minutes in the living room about her throwing a knife at this monster when, you know, she could have just killed the monster. But she knifes the monster and then she microwaves it like your friend's hamster. Anyway, they want to steal the pool of blood. Do you? No? Well, too bad. We're going. They find the alleged boiling pool of blood. It's very anticlimactic. Her sister tries to stop her from obtaining the pool of blood. They talk to each other for roughly 20 minutes. Surprise, surprise, wheelchair girl can actually walk and she betrays her. Who could have seen that coming, considering, you know, she's possessed? I do have to say there's this beautiful moment where she appears to be fighting with somebody after she gets thrown in the blood. They're just in one of those green screen morph suits. Absolutely cinematic masterpiece. Beautiful. She's now at a sacrificing altar, it appears, and they are going to sacrifice her to the demonic unicorn. But just as the unicorn is about to kill her, she miraculously pulls free from her chains, and she stabs it. It has rainbow blood, which is a nice touch. There is now, I am not exaggerating, a 6-minute rap video after this happens. I couldn't watch it. Maybe you can. But obviously, the rap number is what finishes off this movie, and we basically move into the end, which is going to be very uncinematic, where I think she just realizes all of this was a dream. She wakes up, the demon unicorn kills her, boom, she's dead. Not really a great ending in my opinion, but we did get that epic rap number I didn't listen to. Now this is the kind of movie that I think if you're gonna get stoned out of your fucking mind, or drunk out of your fucking mind, I've been there a lot, then you would just genuinely love this movie. It would be one of your favorite fucking movies. Put on the screen, around your friends, you'd have a great time. But I'll be real, the entire time I was watching this movie, I was kind of struggling with what the fuck it was actually about. But if you're stoned or drunk, none of that matters. And to be fair, what I'm even mentioning right now doesn't even do the movie justice because there are so many insane fucking things I just didn't even mention because quite honestly, I don't even know how I would verbally describe them. So go ahead, give this movie a watch yourself if you really do feel like just being unhinged for a night. And that's gonna be it from me on this commentary. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and please interact with the video if you did enjoy it. Do not forget to subscribe because videos like this, I make them. And if you have any suggestions, I'd love to hear them. So, until next time, I love you guys. See you soon.